I don't want to say that don't waste your time, because we are human beings, right? We will waste our time. For suppose if we waste 5 to 6 hours a day, but we still have 18 to 19 hours in our hand. But we should know how to use those 18 to 19 hours effectively and intelligently. Right now, I just want to share you a detailed structure by which you can use those 18 to 19 hours effectively and intelligently by still wasting your time. So let's get into the video. I just want to share the trick right now, but you should know 3 things to implement the trick properly and efficiently. Those 3 things are clarity, planning and execution. It all starts with clarity. Clarity on what? Clarity on 3 things. And the first one is clarity on your time. What I mean by that is how you spend your time, how much time you spend on your mobile, how much time you spend to sleep, and how you spend every second in your day. Because when you know how you spend your time, it's not a big deal to manage your time. So have a clarity on how you spend your time. And second one is distractions. See, distractions are the dangerous things. They can make your expectations and plannings reverse. You should know what distracts you. If not, it destroys you. It can be your mobile, it can be your friends, it can be anything, but you should have a clarity on what distracts you. Know your distractions. And third one, clarity on your short-term goals. Because if you have 10 hours of free time, you should definitely know what you want to do in that free time to make your life better and beautiful. So know your short-term goals, not long-term goals. Know your short-term goals you want to achieve in that week. It will be more better for you to develop in this real world. So it is important to have these 3 clarities. If you don't have any clarity, so just spend some time and have clarity on these 3 things, because these clarities are the game changers for your life. And next step is planning, where I call it as GOS, goal-oriented structure. What it is that you plan your weeks or days according to your goals which you want to achieve in that specific week or month or days. Planning is like a tricky part, so I need some examples to explain you more clearly. So that's why I'm taking how I plan my week in the best way possible. At first, I write down the things which I want to do in that particular week. Like, I have to upload a single video every week. For that, I have to script my videos, and then I have to shoot the videos, and then I have to edit the videos, and then I have to make the thumbnail, and then I will upload the video. And apart from that, I have to manage my classes because of that 75% attendance, and then I have to do exercise and then meditation, and I'm learning video editing, so I have to spend some time to learn video editing, and I have to manage my academics. So these are all the things which I want to do in the specific week. I'll just write down all these things in a piece of paper, which is more helpful to plan your week, because you don't forget the small things which you want to plan in that week, right? And then I will list out all the things, and then I will plan my week in the Google Calendar. Google Calendar is the best tool to plan your week, because it gives you notifications and reminders according to your plannings. It would be a lengthy video, so I'm just telling the structure, that's it. So then planning is done. But the problem is, in reality, we will follow the timetable for 2 to 3 days, and then we forget that there is a timetable, right? So this is the problem with us. That is where Hemant Krishna's execution comes into picture. So let's move into the next step, that is execution. Execution is 70% of the whole process, and it is the main thing that we have to do, because if you plan your week but you don't do that, then what is the use of that planning, right? See, execution is the most important part, right? This is how my execution looks like. Every day when I wake up, I don't look into the mobile. The first thing which I do is that I will just think, what are the things which I want to do on this particular day? And I will just write down all the things in a piece of paper, and I will show it to you. I will write down all the things which I want to do on this piece of paper every day. If you look into that, I have to shoot video, and then I have to edit the video, and these are the things which I want to do. And what I do is that I'll just compare the things which is there in this paper and which are there in my calendar. I'll just tally that, and I will do what is more important on that day. If you observe my calendar, there is a time that I have to shoot video on this particular time. So this is the importance of calendar and this piece of paper. And then I will keep this paper in my pocket, so that I will be reminded the whole day that you have to do these things. So this is the way I execute my goals and my calendar properly. But the problem is, we are human beings, right? We procrastinate. There is a problem with procrastination. That is where next thing comes into picture. That is called MIT, which means that most important task. If you observe my slip, there is a thing shoot video. Beside of that, there is a thing that MIT. What MIT states that no matter what happens, you have to do that task in order to reach your goals faster. When we have so many things to do, there is a chance that we may procrastinate. So that is where MIT will help you to reach your goals consistently. No matter what happens, you have to do that particular thing by the end of the day. If you don't do this, you will have some type of punishment for not doing that. In my case, there is a punishment for me. I don't want to say that. So if you don't do that MIT, just punish yourself so that you have that fear that you have to do that by the end of the day. And this is the time which I want to share the trick how you can use your time efficiently by still wasting your time. The main problem is not with wasting time. The main problem is that when we waste our time, we feel very regret for that and we feel demotivated, which decreases our productivity and interest to do other things. This is the main problem with us. When we waste our time, we feel very demotivated, which collapses the entire day, and we forget that it's just 5 to 6 hours, and we forget that there are still 18 to 19 hours in it, that we can do many things in that, and we have to remind ourselves that we still have 18 to 19 hours in our hand. How can we do that? There are 3 ways that you can remind yourself and you can uplift your motivation to do the things by still wasting your time. And first one is listen to music. See, listening to music is the best thing, right? So when you listen to that music, you'll get that mood back and you'll do the things without any disturbance. So this is the small thing which helps you to use this time efficiently. And second thing is that watch motivational videos or motivational scenes which makes you motivate, right? So when you watch that motivational videos, you will get that mood back and you will have that courage to do the things, and you will just ignore the time you wasted. And you will just remember the things which you have in your hand, and you will do the things constantly and consistently. So listen to some motivational videos or anything which helps you to get mood set. And third thing which I do every time is that I'll just write down the thing what happened, and that is the best tip that I can give you to get your mood. When you write, it gives you a clarity that you have to do this and you have to do that and you don't do this. So just experience the magic of writing. I just don't want to say that, just experience the magic of writing. But remember that writing is the most underrated thing. This will help you to do anything in your life. And there is a small activity which can help you to get your mood back, is that set a timer for 5 minutes. And in that 5 minutes, you can do anything. You can try, you can roam, you can break anything, but you have to do it for only 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, you have to get back to your work. This is also a best thing to get your mood back. At the end of the day, we have to do the things, right? No matter what happens, we have to do those things. So this will help you to do the things consistently. I just want to revise all the things. First one is clarity. Clarity on 3 things. Clarity on your time, clarity on your distractions, clarity on your goals. And second one is planning. So write down all the things which you want to do in that particular day and then plan it in your Google Calendar, which helps you to give you clarity that you want to do this task at this particular time. And third one is execution. See, this is the most important part of the whole process. So every time you get up, just write down all the things which you want to do and then compare it with your timetable and get things done. And mark the most important task which will help you to stay consistent on your goals. And the most important part, when you waste your time, you have to get that mood back by doing 3 things, like listening to music and then listening to motivational videos and then writing. Writing is the best tip that I can give you to get your mood back. From our past childhood, we have been said that time is more valuable than money. But it's not. Time is everything. If you know how to manage your time, then it's done. You can do anything in your life. So it's time to manage your time.